Hi guys, it's Magaz here connecting you to airsoft. Today we are taking a look at a jacket I have had in my wardrobe for a very long while at this point. The Mil-Tec Winter anorak. The Winter anorak is a lightweight fleece-lined anorak from Mil-Tec that is available in several colours including woodland, dark camo, splinter night, olive and black. It's more of a fashion item than a tactical item, but it can be worn under a chest rig or a plate carrier with little to no issue. I've worn this in the past at CQB games and I've found it a little too hot beneath a plate carrier. In that really cool splinter night pattern, it looks amazing though. And in the end, isn't that the most important thing? Who cares if you get dehydrated and go down as a heat cas if you look great while it happens, right? Before we get too deep into this review, the version I own is an older generation and lacks the pocket and Velcro on the upper left arm. As far as I am aware, there are no other differences in the construction or design of the anorak. Just bear this in mind if you're using this video to make your mind up on buying one of these. The anorak is constructed from 100% polyester microfiber with a polyester fleece lining. This lining is what differentiates it from the summer version. In reality, it is a really basic pullover anorak. There is nothing special or remarkable to write home about, aside from it comes in a really rare camo pattern. It has two hand warmer pockets and a dump pocket on the front. All are closable by zippers. The big kangaroo pocket also has a flap to protect the zipper from rain. The newer versions, as previously mentioned, also have a zip close pocket on the left upper arm with a Velcro panel for patches. This version does not. The flap on the dump pocket can become snagged in the zip and cause it to jam if you're not very careful. There are no special or exciting features inside the pockets. They're just there and they're very happy to exist. The hood is double lined and it feels as though it has the fleece layer in between as well. It can be tightened by pulling the sliders on the shock cords at either side of the hood. The jacket is closed by a short length zipper. This reaches almost to the top of the kangaroo pocket. The bottom is also adjustable with shock cord and sliders. The cuffs are elasticated, but not so tight as to leave a mark in your skin. I find if I roll them up into hero sleeves, they start to dig in though, and I'm guessing if you've been drinking that raw milk and you're ripped as fuck and have killer guns, it might start to cut in more. The anorak comes in between 45 and 55 wing wangs and is available at most SERP or military clothing retailers. In terms of durability, the fabric is fairly thin and lightweight, and it is not ripstop. So if you catch it on something sharp, it's more than likely going to tear. I have been wearing this since about 2018 though, with no issues. The fabric feels a little bit strange to the touch as well. Nowhere near as nice as a Nyko or polycotton ripstop. It has a dusty, staticky feel to the surface. I can imagine for some people who are adverse to textures like this, touching it could be comparable to getting a nice lolly stick on your tongue. On the recommendations side of things, first of all, let's be clear. I do really like this jacket. It's a nice design, simple and effective, but it can be a little bit tight fitting. If you plan on wearing it over other layers, it might be wise to go a size up. I know of this because when I've worn it over a hoodie, I've been pretty stuck when trying to take it off on more than one occasion. I would say, as I mentioned earlier, this works better as a daily wear jacket rather than something to use on the airsoft field or for boogaloo boy activities or any other really serious use. That's not to say it won't hold up to running through the woods with a rifle and jumping about with a Bergen, but it doesn't feel to the same standard as, say, an issue Soldier 95 smock. One thing I know somebody's going to ask in the comments: how does this fare under infrared light, through nods and in night vision? Unfortunately, not very well. As you can see from this footage of the jacket under digital night vision, it glows up white as fuck. So if you're going to be playing airsoft at a serious milsim game and people are going to be using night vision, or you're out using it for some real world activities, you are going to glow up a little bit like a Christmas tree. So bear that in mind when making the decision to buy this jacket. But like I said earlier in the video, mine is the earlier version of this jacket. I cannot vouch for the quality of the fabric on the newer version, which may or may not be IR compliant. My alternative suggestion would be that it is great for posing in for photos for the gram, or if you want to look a little bit different out on the field and you are playing in a colder environment. This could be a great addition to your wardrobe. If this has been helpful to you, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to see more content like this. And if you want to support the channel like these guys have done in the past, head over to patreon.com/cbnpc. If you have any questions about the Mil-Tec Winter anorak, leave them down below. And remember kids, the air may be soft, but our balls are hard. Check out these videos right here in this playlist for other kit and gear reviews and recommendations.